Click.
Boobs.
You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the lot. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a
Oh
time.
God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the lot. I'm doing nothing but standing on the lot.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. Have to gently blow a ball.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault.
That's right. It's all Laz's fault, and it's Monday again. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. That's right. It's Monday, July 24th, 2017 here inside Shroud Avatar. Welcome, everybody, to today's show. Of course, we are just days away from release 44 here. Much anticipated stuff going on and coming down the pipe. Lots of game polish, not lots of new stuff.
You mean lots of stuff we can't talk about?
Lots
for
of
another
stuff
few
we
days?
can't talk about, at least
Okay.
until
Yeah.
Star goes ahead and gives us those release notes, hopefully on Wednesday.
Well, I mean, he was at Dragon Con all weekend, and I don't know if you followed his Facebook post, but him and Richard, Lord British, were posting a bunch of pictures with other people at Comic-Con.
I saw all
say
sorts of
Dragon Con?
interesting stuff.
Comic-Con in San Diego.
I saw them posing in front of their room pictures, the room directories, and saw them
Yeah.
out walking among the thousands, hundreds of thousands out there. I mean, that crowd looked really thick on the pictures I saw. I tell you what.
There was actually a picture of Star and Richard with Never Die.
Who?
Never Die. The guy they just partnered with.
Oh, yes,
Need to go
yes.
on
I
my
actually,
Facebook page.
I'm replying to somebody. Somebody's looking for the town crier here.
Yeah. He's right next to Knob.
Yes. Yes, like he knows where Knob is. Of course. Welcome, Nero Draconian.
Comic-Con, sorry.
Nero's a new player here. Nero, how long you been in the game?
Just a couple of days this turnaround.
Just a couple days. How you liking it so far?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, good. Again, don't be a stranger. Don't hesitate to stop and ask a question if we're talking about something. You hear something you want to say, chime on in. Don't be a stranger. Of course, that goes for all you folks listening and watching out there. Most of you guys know the routine, but for those of you who don't, we are the only show on the air here in Shroud Avatar invites you to come join us on the show live every day. You can go to nbnn.info, use the Discord app right there on the website, or if you just want to come in via the web, you can go to discord.me/NBNN, and it'll whisk you right on in here to the green room. And Jack, why does it whisk them into the green room?
Well, we're too damn lazy to make it to live on air.
We're too lazy to move down a room to the on air, so yeah, that's right.
I know. It's like, yeah.
I don't know. I think everybody would get lost if we actually moved down a channel one day just for giggles and grins.
Well, the real question is, will the bot follow us? I mean, it's supposed to, but there's no telling.
Yeah, well, we there's a reason why he's called Grimy Trader these days. Not just because he's residing on a new computer, but because he just doesn't want to work most of the time, you know. It's like these bards around here want a contract. I mean, I don't get it. You know, speaking of contracts, have you seen our long-lost friend, our long-lost crazy German friend lately?
Which oh, no, I have not seen him. Why would you even bring that up?
I saw his ugly head rear someplace recently, so I was wondering if you might have seen him in your travels, that is all. And I'm not going to go into any more particulars on that for you guys who know the story. Yes.
Yeah.
It gets all sorts of crazy around here. So, Jack, we ready to jump right into today's show?
No.
Tell everybody what they missed.
I mean, you're asking about like a weekend update or something like that.
Weekend update now. What is that?
I know. It's that thing that comes out on Fridays that we get to interpret.
Yes.
And it's only 237 weeks of this thing coming out.
237 straight weeks. That's right. This Friday passed. Update of the Avatar number 237. Of course, all sorts of information in there. And what?
And it's going to include lots of game progress with Norgard's new garments, and that's going to be for
Norgard's new garments
classes.
for the new guards in Norgard.
Yeah, you've got some guards, you've got some NPCs, and you've got some merchants.
Merchant, yeah.
Yep. And a little bit of variety.
I tell you, is this release quite a bit of variety out here? Lots and lots of polish.
Yeah, and
they've been
don't forget
using that nut butter.
Yeah, within the lore, there's a reason that these guys are wearing yellow. It's some reason they think that prevents the kobolds from attacking.
Lies.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Lies.
This game would ever let you lie. Yeah, nothing ever would happen like that. You would never have to kill children or engage in some light bondage. They're all willing, even though they say no. Also, we have a post from Scotty about the changes to Exeter, and that's going to make it more story related. And he also includes the background and tells massive stories related to the background novel, which is going to be The Sword of Midras, which happens 200 years before the game.
Before we get here.
Yes, 200 years before it.
The lunar rifts open up and ruin everybody's day here in Novia. All those damn outlanders coming into their lands.
If you want to ruin Laz's day in Novia, you just ask for a refund because his teleports and recall scrolls fizzled on you.
Hey, anybody's not happy with my services,
so,
I'll gladly refund them. Minus a small restocking fee, of course.
Of 100%.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you got a problem, go back to my vendor. You have a conversation with him. I'm sure he'll be happy to take care of you.
Yeah, your vendor will definitely be able to assist with that.
That's right.
He's very, very articulate. Also, we have some updates as far as Virtus and the Path of Truth. Don't forget the Path of Truth. The color for Truth is blue, so they added some blue throughout the town and did some other things. And don't forget, Vertus is the
flags are blowing the wrong way.
and they're blowing. I mean, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So the elves in Vertus have some blue banners. So
Blue
Then,
balls.
yeah, Seawolf was working out on the hallowed plains. He was framing some kobold structures. He was trying to set everything up. He's trying to build everything so you actually get to see some of the frames for some of the buildings. Not to mention a few catapults, some ballista.
I want to know when we can throw an avatar into a catapult and pull the switch. That's what I want to know.
Well, you can do that right now. You just have to find Laz, strap him down onto the bolt, and then he will be launched.
Well, we've got the geysers out there now. We've got other
Well,
tricky things like that.
Have you found the geyser in Blood Bay that blows you up?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And there's not just one. There's several of them, and you can actually use them.
That's the only one that really matters.
Yeah,
That's the funnest one.
of course.
Come to Blood Bay and visit the geezers.
If you come to Blood Bay and visit the geezers, that's
Yes.
great. Is that anything
And
like
then,
historic Butthole Bay?
Historic Butthole Bay was a fantastic place. I'm glad that I was able.
It
to
was.
visit.
It was.
I am sad
But-
that I am not able to visit Historic Butthole Bay this year, but maybe
it is what it is. In the future, we may get to go visit historic Butthole Bay. And again, I do suggest if you ever get a chance, make your way on down. You'll have a good time down at Butthole Bay. Can't believe he wrote a song right on the spot.
Straight or gay.
Straight or gay, that's right. You'll have a great time down at Butthole Bay. Thank you, Scrota. So where were we?
We lost
Cobalt construction site? No, he's stuffing his face. Somebody asked why he doesn't lunch with Laz and Jack and Kerr food and drink, so Jack started actually taking him up on it. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Divas on diva time. See, that's why we don't give people contracts. They just show up when they want to do their shtick. Yeah.
Diva's never late, Laz.
I know. And that's why I hire them, and that's why they love hanging around here. NBNN time is probably the most punctual thing we do around here. Everything else is on diva time.
You can start the show now. I'm here.
Okay. Well, I think Jack doesn't realize that he must have hit a mute button when he was eating or something, so we're not hearing a word that he's saying.
I only hit it 3 times.
Yeah.
It's like, damn you, button. It's like, work. Okay, so you also had List Rostov making Granis's Colossus, which is one of the 3 Titans.
Colossus.
Yeah, so it is being made and polished and added to the map. It's going to be located in the northern part of Novia. And don't forget, there will be some puzzles and using clues to progress to the Colossus. The area is to Courage.
Courage. Need some courage.
Yeah, that's an incomplete sentence there, List. Come on, be the energy vortex. Finish the sentence. Is to courage as blank is to love. It's like, come on. Or truth, or something else. And now he's going to be like,
Undead.
Death
Wait, hold
gestures? What are they're testing 1, 2, 3.
Weekend update is what we're looking at.
Death gestures.
They must not have Barrack misspaced. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't
That
forget
makes
the
sense.
the free trial. Free trial ends on Wednesday. Then You know what? Portalarium joins forces with Never Die, Ethereum-based Never Die, and Teleport
Never Die.
gaming tokens.
You know, I think that's
I-
a bad name. Just saying.
Well, that's his game name. He never dies. We could go by with his real name, which is John Jacobs, but
Jingleheimer.
so yeah, something like that. Yeah.
John Jacobs, really?
Yeah,
Must
I
have
think
been,
that's
must
why
have
you
been
put
hell
Never
growing
Die
up
in
with
there.
that name. I tell you what. I thought my.
Jingleheimer's fit.
I tell you, yeah.
Yeah.
Never gets old.
but-
Sounds like a law firm to me.
Yeah, which kind of takes us off topic, but there is actually a great forum post where a couple of people actually talk about going through. Oh,
Oh. Want to share?
hold on.
Wait for it.
A forum post regarding the QA server
Oh,
for starting in release 45.
really? You gonna let everybody in?
Yeah. Yeah, I just posted it for you. So I was actually looking for the thing for
Okay.
Ethereum and everything else, and people were talking about having some issues related to
So where
purchasing
do I get
Ethereum
my
and
refund?
converting it. Well,
Did they tell us about that? Did they tell us about before I start complaining without reading? Did they tell us about all the
Yes.
people who already paid for it?
hey,
Yes, they do.
yes, they do.
Okay.
So starting in release 45, QA access is going to be open to everybody. That includes the QA server, QA bug forums, and release instructions prior to a release. It's no longer going to be exclusive Dev Plus due to potential economic and gameplay advantages. We can use the concept of the Obsidian chips right now, where a bunch of people with Dev Plus stuff started going up and buying up all the Obsidian chips they could. That was based off of QA knowledge.
I don't know what you're
And-
talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about because you don't have any Obsidian chips, nor do I.
Again, not in the public. Removed.
Hey,
Anyway.
it's not completely removed. People are still buying it up, and so they're trying to balance the playing field. And Dev Plus forums and access to them will remain unchanged. And only access to the QA servers and the associated bug forums is changing.
Okay, well, I'll start writing the complaint letter now.
I'm shocked.
Why?
Because we paid good money for that. That's why. And that was a selling point to buy up. It was an upsell. So if you're going to upsell us
Absolutely.
and then give it away, fuck me. Sorry. You know, I paid good money several times over for that on many accounts to have that access. Now, you're going to just tell me that the forum? No. I'm sorry. What happened to 2 weeks advance that we get? What happened to... these are promises, man. You can't be doing that stuff.
Absolutely.
Can't be doing that
You
stuff.
wanna
And
be
I know they
elite.
can do anything they want, but, when you charge people stuff and you charge good money for it, and then you make a blanket change like this, well, suck it, players.
That is one where I disagree strongly with you, because you've been asking for QA access to be granted to lots of people for a very long time, and
Not
now
me.
that it's actually happening,
No, not this guy.
Yeah.
I've been
so-
against opening that up since day one. Since I paid for my access, I've been against that. If you can find some place where I say it, I was not in my right mind.
Heavy medication, people. Heavy
Yeah.
medication.
Maybe
heavily
they can,
medicated labs.
And there have been days like that. We know that, but
maybe they could add another item for Dev Plus people.
Well,
Make it
you
happen.
know what? That's one where it's like, okay, so the 2 weeks early access to skills, we've never really had the 2 weeks early access to skills.
Yes, we have in
Because
the QA.
because the QA
QA is
server
only up
QA
1
server
week
didn't
early.
come
I
out.
know.
Exactly. So it's never really been 2 weeks.
So
Hell, I've already found a bug with the new healing spell.
Excellent.
Good. Report it.
you report it. That's right.
Yeah. So it's one where it's like opening up QA. Actually, maybe what they should do is just open up the bug forums and the release notes and not actually open up the actual server, just to appease people like Les.
No,
So they can read the stuff early.
that's the whole point of having the access.
Why do you want
If they don't actually have the access, they just have access to a document that doesn't actually show what's
That
actually
gives
being made.
away
Other
everything
than-
that's in the QA that we're testing in advance of playing. Yes, it does. And of course,
Other than the fact that you
Ye-
paid for it previously.
yes,
what
other
reasons
than
do
the
you
fact
want it?
that I've paid for it. That's right, paid for it. Money. Hello.
Okay.
Do you want a better game or no?
I'd love a better game. I'll give them all the time they want, but I also want what I paid for. I want
Where's my
everybody
glowing shirt?
everybody else who paid for this access to have that access. Okay. Tell you what.
So what
let-
happens?
let's just
what
let's
happens
just
if they
start
turn
giving
around and
away.
say,
Let's just start
QA
giving
access
away.
for $5?
Let's just start giving away Duke and Castle
you holler.
keeps. How about that? How about we just start giving away Duke and Castle keeps? Why don't we do that? We'll just start giving away lots to everybody because, it's not fair that everybody who paid for them has them. No, sorry. Yeah. Anyway.
You get a noble orb, and you get a noble orb.
Yeah, you get an orb, and you get an
Well, that's
orb.
torture.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let-
if you want a
throw it
noble orb,
away.
I've got one for sale.
Yeah, let's give everybody access to Noble's chat. Sure, let's give everybody a scepter, and let's give them free vendors. Sure, let's just go ahead and do that.
Hey, I don't
Anyway.
have any scepters anymore. I sold them both.
I know you sell on everything. Anyway,
Need the money.
back to the update. Rant over for right now. Got a week.
Yeah,
I got a
rant's-
week to rant on this
On
one.
pause. It's more like it.
Yeah, this is-
No, you've got a month. You've got a month. You're going to bring this up. But what I really wanted to do was actually find the post related to the partnering with Never Die on their ICO.
that's right underneath this post.
Yeah, a couple posts underneath that one. Just because in there, if you notice, this page has already gone up to 7 pages so far on my screen. I don't know how many on Laz's. But there is a couple of people that actually tried to buy Ethereum, then bind it to the ICO stuff off of the coins that are offered off of the Never Die website, and they talk about the technical problems.
Well, the
related to-
fact there's like 4 different types of coins available, and you really have to jump through hoops to get this virtual thing opened up, and over
that
100
purchasing the
million
coins
was
takes
stolen.
Up to 48 hours. No, well, this is just related to the ICO portion, which is not. It's kind of directly related to the Ethereum blockchain, but it's only part of it. But it's one where, crap, who was it that was trying to buy those tokens? We'll skip to page 4. Nope. Was it Time Lord that was making the post, the purchase, or was it someone else?
I have no clue.
I forgot where it was. Haha.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
I read it last night. But so one of the players actually was going through trying to make the purchase of the Ethereum. Took up to 48 hours to make that purchase, then turn around and go to Never Die site and try to make those purchases because some of the tokens were selling for $0.25 currently. and he's trying to buy them really cheap.
Yes, some of them
but
are selling
everything
for a
takes-
quarter. Some of them are selling for 10 cents. Some of them are selling for $1.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe they're still going to be selling for a quarter after the coin offering, yeah, well,
Yep.
I like to put my money into things that I can't see,
Hey. Yeah.
like Debt Plus Access. It was there. It was there. Sorry.
It was actually Browncoat Jason that retells his story of
Brown coat. Yes.
buying some Ethereum and then transferring it and finally linking it to Neverdie and purchasing NDC and TPT through that. And he describes the entire process as a royal pain in the ass. And that's partially because a virtual currency is supposed to make everything quick, but everything takes currently up to 48 hours, and then running a local parity sucks. Yes. Rabble, rabble, rabble.
A local
because of Lady
parody.
Justin.
Is that like a token ring?
It's kind of like a token ring.
Jeez,
but,
are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, just dating myself just a little bit, by the way. Yeah.
But if you go to the Never Die studios and you actually turn around and you play around with what they're doing with the monetization, you would actually see that there's a couple of different ways to actually do it. It's running the a local parody, or if or having MetaMask or the Mist browser. I've never heard of the Mist browser.
No, I not until I went and looked at this thing had I heard of it. So,
Yeah.
any advice for the good folks out there? Nope.
It's going to take time in order to actually buy Ethereum and then have it transferred over to Never Die coins. And I'm broke anyway, so I'm not buying a damn thing.
You're buying Jack and shit. That's right.
Nope.
Hold on, you are Jack. Never mind.
Not buying shit.
Jack's not buying shit. That's what it was. There we go.
Yeah. I mean, Jack hasn't even bought a ticket to SodaCon because he can't afford it.
So, question from chat. How much of this game is about PvP? Do you really want to know? Liz, do you want to show them a little PvP?
Right now,
Properly.
PvP is kind of in its infancy. There's not a lot of in-game PvP. Realistically, the only time you'll see people PvPing is at some of the tournaments that are hosted inline.
And at the show.
Well, Liz just dropped
or
dead
off
when I
the
said
show.
you want to show him some PvP, so.
He did the emote, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yes, PvP here in the game is consensual. You need to flag PvP, and of course, once you're flagged, you can kill any other player that's PvP out there. Of course, that leaves you vulnerable, and of course, there's not a lot of people running around like that right now. What's that?
No. As soon as they actually work on the faction system and actually get factions into the game and actually...
Well, again, there needs to be more of a purpose. I've been out this past weekend in Jackal shit. I've been in
List says fuck factions.
I know. I've been out in Midras Ruins, and I spent a couple hours out there over the weekend.
Hey, it's fun to go into a PvP zone.
Zero
Yeah, no
other
one else is there.
people. Zero. Big donut. This guy with a bounty on his head, PvP zone, nobody, nothing.
Hey,
Yeah.
5,000 gold still on
Yeah.
Laz's head.
Nothing.
How long
Nothing.
How long what?
were you out there?
I just told you I was out there for a couple hours.
I missed.
Well, yeah. But see, nobody ever thinks to look to see if Laz ever leaves Owl's Head anymore. They just assume I'm always here. And see,
Yep.
to facilitate that, sometimes the other Laz is actually sitting here. So they just see Laz sitting in Owl's Head and they don't think anything. So it's great to be multiple personalities, I tell you.
What?
Yeah, huh? I know, the voice is in
Who
my
said
head.
that?
The voice is in my head.
Yeah. The voices in your head.
Elena
Same.
Strongbow, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us today. Elena, anything you want to offer on PvP?
There's not a lot of PvP in game right now, unless you're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
So what is Sater saying here about the virtual currency? What is this?
It's not meant to do 25-cent coins. You can bet that you can, but that is not what it's about. Think of it as loading up a debit card from one bank to another. That will take 24 to 48 hours. Then moving from your Ethereum wallet to Neverdice, get moving funds to another bank. It's not the same as making an online purchase like buying from the add-on store.
Right,
Sounds
but
like
the
laundering cash to me.
purchase of those coins should have been speedy and expedited. Transferring them I can understand. Purchase of should have been automatic. Especially when
Well-
you got something dangling out there at 25-cent, 10-cent a coin.
Yeah, well, also electronic funds transfers are pretty much instantaneous. Only rarely are they processed 24 to 48 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah. Moving right along.
Yeah.
Want to finish those notes? Or are we finished with them?
That was pretty much everything there with the notes. I mean, the rest of it is the same stuff that keeps on coming up over and over again. I mean,
Comic-Con.
Star is going to be at
Comic-Con.
PAX Dev next month. There are some interviews with next gen crowdfunding.
Holy crap. Is that
crowdfunding.
Star in a suit, really?
Yeah, Star wearing a shirt and tie.
I don't think I've ever seen
Suit
him.
and tie. Yeah, he's done it before. And then he also spent some time talking with Tony Chan of Tony's Game Dev Loadout podcast. Then they hung out for a little bit during Shane Plays radio show. Origin PC still giving out a free copy of Shroud of the Avatar with any of their purchases. And
Yes.
then you had the weekend flash sale of all the cosplay stuff since they're going to a Comic-Con.
Lots and lots of stuff was on sale over the weekend if you didn't catch it. Of course, pay attention out there. Every weekend there's a flash sale. 20% off. Seed Invest, time's running out.
About 20%. They generally round down, so sometimes it's more.
I guess you have to look at the
Sometimes.
individual item.
Yes, you would.
Yeah. Some things are worth it, some things ain't. Yeah, those lamps I bought
Yep.
last week, they were well worth it. Made a killing on those things.
Hey,
New Britannia News Network.
That's
What, do I
right.
gotta make more lamps? Oh god.
No, it's
Yes,
Elena says he wishes there was more PvP. He likes giving up his skull.
Well, I mean, I wish there was more PvP as well, just because I think it creates a much more dynamic world that we live in, and hopefully that does come in.
Yes.
The hard part is you have a segment of the community that is very vocal against anything that might possibly cause them to die,
We're gonna
especially from another
die.
player.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah. You're going to die at some point in this game, no matter what. And
Especially
as
if
long
you're
as it's
out
not-
hunting with this guy, you're gonna die.
yeah.
Leroy Lazarus. Now, yeah, good plug, by the way, Elena out there. Thank you for the reminder on that. I got an invite for the upcoming EVL Fashion Show going on out, I believe, where's that going on? Out in Virtual Oasis or Cottage Grove? Where are they doing that? But
Grove.
coming up next Sunday, they're going to be putting on their fashion show yet again. And for those of you guys who remember where the fashion show started, they've carried on the legacy out there. And it's coming up. Yeah, Cottage Grove, absolutely. So for those of you fashionistas out there, go out to the forums, check it out, and see what's going on this coming Sunday. And, of course, that should be on the calendar. We'll hopefully get that in next weekend's wrap-up on Friday. So just a little shout-out out there. I was asked to be a judge, but unfortunately I had to pass. Time of the day, folks. Time of the day. Just bad timing on that one.
It's called dinner time.
Yeah. 4 o'clock.
I had to pass as well. Same reason.
Yeah. It's that's 5 here on the East Coast, and 5 to 6:30. You guys know I'm out of the loop every day.
Oh yeah.
Although I'd love to
like
see
me on weekends.
I'd love to be judging the scantily clad models. I'd be happy to do it, of course. Yeah. Eclipse knows that. Justin knows that.
It's kind of like me playing weekends.
You don't play
Never know where I'm
weekends.
gonna be.
That's right. You
I don't play a lot on the weekends.
I know. Pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Well, on the weekends, generally I'm sporadically in front of the computer. Sporadically.
So how did that shirt fit? I never did ask you that on Friday. Is it short comfy?
It was comfy. It's about to be washed.
Sitting there on the floor right next to you?
I'm looking at it on the floor right now.
Yes, and for all you folks out there who donated during the Just Fun Life campaign, you should all have received all your physical goods from us by now. Rills is still shipping items, so you should be getting those shortly. And, of course, cloaks should be here at the end of the week. Should be.
According to Barrick, at the 11:58th hour before lockdown and everything else, they finally decided to do the cloak.
Well, again, I've heard there may be a hitch, but I'm not going on that since Barrick did call to confirm on Friday. I mean, we did get that live on the air, didn't we? The Barrick called to confirm that the cloaks were good and they were going to be in for this release, right? We have that on film.
No. That wasn't the... He was asking me if the cloak that they sent over was okay.
Yes.
But and then later on, there was some additional discussion where he said he thinks he got it in before.
It's a cloak.
Everything else. It's a cloak. I will be handing them out. There will be an announcement about me and possibly Justin handing it out on
You got enough
Saturday.
gold?
Well, you can always make a donation to the Jack Fund. All donations are accepted. They are not tax deductible because there's no real taxes in the game.
Tramuka.
Yes, Tramuka. That's the problem we have with the game.
Yes.
Tramuka.
You know, I really thought, that had some traction. I mean, I know it was a joke. It was a bad joke. But, it had some traction. They could have gotten away with it.
Well, control points. I mean, that's all we have to mention. And it's like, as soon as they actually evaluate the purpose of control points, that is something that possibly might become the real PvP zones. if they ever do what I suggested.
Well, if they can, pull that off and make it so that guilds or groups can fight for it to control it, because
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too bad if you can get out there and take control of a control point, and then charge people for caravans or not.
Well, it's like you try. If the group that's in control of the control point can set the cost of the teleporter, and they receive a portion of those proceeds, it becomes a little bit more fun for controlling that. And
What? Who? Scroll?
yeah,
Pretty girl?
no. The funny thing is, the thing that we already talked about is Justin just texted me saying, "Oh my God, check your mail! Breaking news! We already covered that, woman."
Yeah. Breaking news. We covered it. Breaking.
Breaking
is,
news. We already covered that.
I'm going to take some time to
What
read
is
it thoroughly and then see what the feedback is, and of course, we'll bring you more over the next couple of weeks on this one, because this is going to be a hot topic. Now, of course, the change that spurred this is even a hotter topic, but of course, that's not public now. Okay. You want to just blow it open, make that public. Of course. Yeah.
Maybe after Thursday.
Yeah.
We'll make it a topic for Friday's show.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a topic for Thursday's show. I can almost guarantee you that. Unless something spectacular happens between now and Thursday, that's probably going to be one of the hot topics, aside from keeping you updated on some of the newer stuff that's out there.
Something's gonna happen.
Now, Spiff, I got to enlist your services later on today on the QA. I got to test something else out, by the way.
No
And
problem. I should be here.
I think you are just the man for the job. So, as Justin and I were out rigorously testing a couple of things yesterday and running them through their paces, and pretty satisfied with what I saw. Pretty satisfied. I hope it's going to be a little bit more in depth, but holy crap, somebody just bought a whole bunch of stuff. I hate just sitting on the lot making money. Really ruins my day. That's got me curious, though.
Someone bought something, and now you got to go check it.
Oh,
So
and
we
somebody
can see
bought
your
like
mailbox.
7 items. Oh, somebody's down there. Yeah, your mailbox should have just dinged out as well then. Somebody's buying
It
a
only dinged
teleport.
once.
Oh.
I don't like Jack.
Oh, Katrina. Katrina's stopping up. Oh.
What? Yeah.
I think the new hurricane is named Hillary.
It's all good.
There's a hurricane?
Oh, come on. I can't close my friggin' mailbox.
Thank you for your purchases. And that big purchase was from Armelian Vasses. Thank you, yes.
It's the same guy that runs Armelian's shop on Shroud Marketplace.
Uh-huh. Is he taking those cheap teleports and recalls and putting them up for cash sale?
Armelian's Gold and More. Hey.
Probably.
Possibly.
I tell you, it takes a long time to make those scrolls.
Scrolls? What scrolls?
My teleport and recall scrolls. You've made more than 10.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You know how long it takes to make them?
The time sink is real.
What? You referring to 2.5 minutes for 20?
If you're lucky.
Not counting the time to convert wood pulp or wood scrap into pulp.
Oh, God.
You still do that?
Remember the hour and a half it took me to convert
Yeah, I do.
10,000.
Wait, it took you an hour and a half to convert 10,000? That's
That
not
doesn't
possible.
sound bad.
Yeah. An hour and a half to convert 10,000 wouldn't be bad.
No, that wouldn't be bad at all.
No, but it's more like in order to convert 10,000, you need 2.5 days.
And yeah, comment.
That's
It's a
pretty much straight.
I'm guessing this is our purchaser of our teleport scrolls in chat over here in Twitch. Says, yes, it's a genius business I'm running. You buy low, sell high?
Yes. Buy low, sell high is a wonderful thing.
Tell you what, I save you a lot of time. I just sell them to you in bulk, 100 at a time. Make your life real easy.
Wait, I've gotten several stacks of 100 on
Yeah.
the vendor. Got a few stacks of 100 each.
Anyway, moving right along. Where has that cow been today? It's been awful quiet. People actually been listening to us today.
Well, people have forgotten how to use the moo because our mooer in chief is not here.
Dragon Con, that's right. Time is running out. Dragon Con is coming up Labor Day. For those of you guys interested in getting out, meeting a bunch of your friendly neighborhood Shroudies. Of course, don't forget tickets for SodaCon. What is that, SodaCon? Soda what? SodaCon?
Yep.
SodaCon running out. You can get tickets up till August 10th, folks. After that, ticket sales close.
That's closed. That means no tickets at the door.
That means nix, nine, nada, zip, zero, zilch.
Yep.
So, Jack, you want to tell folks about the NBNN Shrouded Avatar app, or would you like me to do that today?
Oh, you can do that one today.
You think you think I can handle it?
You're the one that created the damn thing.
Hey, maybe my circus. They ain't my monkeys, because they don't tell me what the hell's going on around here. I tell you, that's
okay.
right. Don't forget, if you need a helping hand out there, you're new to the area, and you want to find out what's hot, what's not in Shrouded Avatar, you can go out to your local Play Store. You can go to the Google Play Store, the Apple App Store, the Amazon Store, and do a search for Shrouded Avatar. You can do a search for Woohoo Eagle. Thank you for the donation, my friend. I appreciate that. Our biggest supporter out there, one of our biggest supporters, Eagle. Thank you very much, kind sir. But yes, you can go out to any app store on your devices and look for Shrouded Avatar, NBNN, and download the app. The app's got all sorts of handy links, everything from the forums to the marketplaces to the calendar. You can listen to the radios, all sorts of stuff. Sodamap.com, sodahelp.com, the hospitalers, all sorts of other links out there. You can check out YouTube videos, past shows, our daily podcast, and much, much more. And, of course, brought to you by us absolutely free, just so you can get your fix while you're on the run. And, of course, with that, you click on over to the calendar.
You do?
No, I
You do
did.
that?
Are you sure about that? Are you positive? Don't forget the NBNN calendar is available on nbnn.info. Just click on calendar.
And brought
at
to
the
you
top.
by
That'll
Lay's
take-
Lightly Salted today.
That'll take you to the
50% less
aggregate of all the available public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that Laz has been able to find and has been informed of. And if you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud of the Avatar and you wanted it connected to
These
the
are all
Shroud
the
of the Avatar
calendars,
community
folks.
calendar, you
Long
email
list.
news@nbnn.info, and eventually Laz will get that
This
added.
guy. That's right.
There's only like 3 calendars here.
Only like 3.
Yeah. Don't forget all times on the
You
community
only have
calendar are
3
Central Standard
checks.
Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. That
Nude
includes things
Britannia
like at
time.
12s and 6s around the clock, two idiots
Mm-hmm.
interpret the news, so you don't have to on a little show called Lunch
With us.
with us.
These guys.
And you can find that on the in-game amplifier, Ether amplifier on WRFB,
WRFB.
Radio Free Britannia. At 2 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, Grumpy Old Gamers taking the alternative route.
GOG.
At 7 p.m., Arius is going to be doing the GMC Top 20 Countdown.
Woohoo.
I thought that was Friday nights now.
Nope, he
Or did it
moved
get
it
changed to
from Friday to Monday last week. Of course, last week he got deathly sick, and
Okay.
our own Omen Crow jumped in and took over the set for him. Of course, our own Omen Crow lost
Excellent.
power last Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and of course the lovely Eclipse Maiden jumped on in and covered his show. So, gotta give a good shout out to our staff out at WRFB. These folks just help each other, helping you guys have a good time out there. So, give them some kudos when you see them out there in the world. And of course, tune in and listen to their shows, request some music, and become part of all the fun. That's what it's all about, folks.
Yep. At 8 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, we've got Monday nights with DJ Killy.
Get
At 9 o'clock
Get it.
in-game, there's a weekly open role-playing event in Verit Chaos at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought. Yes.
Why?
I mean, all great adventures begin in a
All
pub
great
somewhere, don't they?
adventures start
I
in a
mean,
pub.
The
That's
lessons, the lessons from Dungeons and Dragons. All great things start at the pub.
right. Die roll.
The inn. Yeah, it's like, what are you going to do? At 9 o'clock, you
That's-
also have the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting.
Does the dwarf start a fight in the pub?
Absolutely.
You know the answer is yes to that.
Yes. And the final event of the evening for this Monday, July 24th, is going to be on WRFB.
WRFB
And that's the Record Room. Yay.
on Radio Free Britannia.
And I can't read that. And Nero also points out that some great adventures end in the pub.
Some
too.
end there too, as well. Absolutely.
Beginning, it comes full circle. They begin and end. Sometimes very, very quickly. Sometimes it takes a few hours.
Well, see, I don't know about that, Katrina. And again, I'll have to look at that because, bundles have never mentioned the QA server. They only mention Dev Plus forums. If you have access, see, the problem is access to the server used to be linked to the forums. You had to have a forum account before you can get access to the server. Once you have a Dev Plus forum account, you automatically get access to the server, is my understanding of how the mechanics work. So unless they dinked with that somewhere along the line, or somebody who's got a bundle with QA access can verify that for us, I'd love to know. But again, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what myself and a bunch of other folks who ponied up early to get this thing started paid for. And again, I'm gonna go back and read. I didn't read the whole post. I did just give it a once over since it was breaking here, and we have a show to do. Whether you believe it or not, there ain't no script, folks. We just
No
take
script
this
and
in.
no
No
prep.
script. No prep.
I
whatsoever
believe
done for
we
most
should
of the show.
receive a recipe, something similar to the elderberry dye recipe that only the Dev Plus members have.
Yeah. Like that recipe that I'm only supposed to have one of that I have 25 of that was duped and never fixed. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Moo and right along. Ain't gonna beat that horse either. Yeah, we've had some flubs along the way. We know that, and we've lived with them. We've argued them. We've debated them, and of course,
Hey,
we'll always tell you
You've been
what's
playing-
going on
you've
around
been
here.
playing a game for 2 years that some people over 3 of a
Absolutely.
very open development, and this is even the stage of the game in the development that we're in right now, normally people do not even have access to in traditional game development.
That's right. See?
This wouldn't even be a closed alpha stage right now for most players, for most games.
Thank you, Elena and Kentelwu. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Yes, Elena paid a lot of money so he could talk to me in game via his Discourse Orb, Noble's Orb.
Well, Laz doesn't even use his Discord orb.
My Discord Orb is on all the time. Just because I don't talk there most of the time doesn't mean I don't use it.
Hey, I just said blah to the nobles.
Blah, yeah. I mean, again, that's one of those, it's, well, I'll beat that,
like
but
the Discord,
I'll
the nobles.
beat that one some
I
other time. But right now, we got to go ahead and start wrapping it up and say thank you.
5 minutes.
Sell them cheap? How cheap? So cheap, you
know.
can check them out on shroudmarketplace.com. We'll tell you all about the marketplace in just a minute. Meanwhile, I want to thank
my ass over there and set up an account.
all the other sponsors out there. Spiff, why aren't you a sponsor? Spiffco, we plug you enough. You should be sponsoring these guys, I tell you. They get your name brand out there all day long, every day. Coilmore Wands, putting the magic in your hands. Don't forget to join Arius Coilmore tonight for the GMC Top 20 right here on WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, where you can catch us, Arius, Omen Crow, the Deco Divas. Oh, geez, we got so many people here. Our newest, Sarah and, got so many people. What's the new show?
You're referring to Sarah and our show.
Sarah and our show, yes, thank you.
Thursdays, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Newest additions to the family. And, of course, again, all sorts of stuff happening. Check out WRFB Radio Free Britannia calendar for what's going on the airwaves, or just go to nbnn.info and click on the calendar there, as we told you, and everything is listed there. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come on down to Black Rock Cove and check out Market Road, located in the Exeter region near the Exeter mines, for your mining convenience. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shroud and Avatar swag. Use the promo code NBNN when you check out. You'll save 10%. RelicsByRill.com. Refund. Good works through gaming. We'll have more stuff coming up on the Refund soon enough. And of course, last but not least, the one, the only, the marketplace to buy, sell, trade, and do all that great stuff in Shroud and Avatar. If you need something in the virtual world, check out ShroudMarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, want to tell the boys and girls a little bit about Marketplace?
Yeah,
Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes the newest vendor, bringing the total up to 57 player vendors, MG Unity. And Unity has added some corpse wax, some metal scrap, silver ore, iron ore. I mean, anything and everything that is game related can be bought or sold on ShroudMarketplace.com. From accounts, you know what? I'm going to be listing a couple other stripped accounts that include Dev Plus access. And don't forget, the easiest way to get 5 Kodos is to access the QA server for a bit and bug report, do things. Yay. Yep. That includes Game Gold, Crowns of the Obsidian. I mean, a couple different vendors selling Crowns of the Obsidian out there right now. You've got Armelian's Gold and more, and Satyr Stinky Sewer Shop selling not just Game Gold, but also Crowns of the Obsidian. Laz is selling Game Gold sometimes.
Sometimes. I may have more up there later on today. Yes, that's right.
Okay. Did you sell out all of your stock?
I put 300K out there, sold that immediately. I got another 300K in the wings. I'm debating whether I'm going to sell it and see how long it takes me to make my next 100, and that'll determine how often.
Okay.
Although
Well,
I have a funny feeling that I'm going to want to hang on to some gold around here because of some certain changes that may be happening. Don't know anything about that, but
don't know anything about any of that.
no, wouldn't know anything about that. Of course, if you're in the obsidian chip market, either hold 'em or sell 'em high, folks. That's all I'm going to say right now. And of course,
I'll be
Nero,
selling mine.
no, there are no more wipes. We are in persistence. Everything you see here is going to remain this way, with the exception of they're going to allow us to do a quest and virtue wipe, as it is.
Reset the quest. Yeah.
Yes, which has yet to hit into the game yet. And when that comes, we'll be the first to tell you about it. But meanwhile, it's that time of the day. We got to say goodbye and say thank you to you
The
guys.
most important people around here.
That's
you
right.
guys.
You
Thank you for
guys.
watching out on
Love
Twitch,
you
YouTube,
guys.
or listening on WRFB. We couldn't do the show without you guys.
WRFB, Radio
Do
Free
it for you
Britannia.
guys.
That's right. And of course, some of you we love more than others. You know who you are.
Oh, thanks,
Especially
baby.
those that you're on my channel.
Eva love. That's right. Till tomorrow, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans, and of course the hottest news right here in Trinity Avatar. Till then, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. You guys have no couth. Y'all used to be funny at the end of the show, I tell you.